There's only one Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte ordered to start negotiations, and we're going to talk about that fight. Stay tuned. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Yo, what up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Throw a like on the video. WBC verified page. It says that the WBC hereby orders the start of the free negotiation period pursuant to the WBC Rules and Regulations for the mandatory bout between WBC World Heavyweight Champion, there's only one, Tyson Fury, and mandatory challenger, WBC Interim World Champion, Dillian Whyte. That is the latest news. Now, I'm going to give you my thoughts. I rather like this fight, all British, bang out, whatever you want to call it, barn burner. Good fight. Tyson Fury's coming off of the Deontay Wilder performance. He was able to KO Wilder. Dillian Whyte pulled out of the fight. The great Igor Stradamus strikes again. He was scheduled to fight Otto Wallin, and he pulled out the fight stating injury. I told you guys, the great Igor Stradamus told you guys, I didn't believe that. I think this was merely Tyson Fury had beaten Wilder earlier in that month, October 9th, and beat him by knockout. And Eddie Hearn and Dillian Whyte, I know Dillian Whyte says he's a warrior and he'll fight anyone, but the risk wasn't worth it to fight a guy like Otto Wallin for whatever money that fight. And I heard the tickets weren't selling that great as well. So for whatever, why does his eyes look like that? They look crazy. So anyway, high risk, lowered reward. And then you could just pull out, cancel the event, take your L, and not fight Otto Wallin, who potentially can beat Dillian Whyte. We don't know because they didn't fight. It just wasn't worth it. So that was an easy move for me to see that Eddie Hearn, they thought about it. As soon as they seen Tyson Fury beat Wilder and they knew they had that mandatory shot, Dillian Whyte said he's been clamoring for the mandatory position. Remember, he was like, we've been waiting 600, 710 days, 900 days, 1,000 days, etc. And he even had legal proceedings against the WBC for his right. So it looks like now he may finally get that opportunity to try to fight for the title. And you could say, to a degree, he's a guy that's been ranked, so he probably deserves a title shot at some point. Some of it's his fault, though, and Eddie Hearn's fault, because they could have fought an eliminator for Kubrat Pulev, right? And Pulev fought Joshua. So he pulled out of the Dillian Whyte and Eddie Hearn. You know, I could pull all this stuff up to prove it to you. He pulls out of an eliminator with Pulev, who later fought against Joshua. So he could have had the Joshua rematch. He fought Joshua the first time when Joshua wasn't even a champion. Look, Kubrat Pulev, watch. See, I told you everything I say is scientific. Kubrat Pulev has accepted IBF eliminator, right? But Kubrat Pulev accepts. IBF orders it. So Kubrat, he accepted on his side, and then it says Kubrat rages because Dillian Whyte pulled out. Ditches their fight and opts to fight Joseph Parker on pay-per-view. So this was bad business from Eddie Hearn. So part of why they never fought for a title is partly their fault, because if you have opportunities like this, do you take this Joseph Parker pay-per-view route, or do you secure what you claim you wanted, which is a title shot? So if you didn't opt to fight Joseph Parker and you fought Kubrat Pulev, then you could have been cool. Because Joseph Parker, if I'm not mistaken, was in talks to fight Brian Jennings. And out of nowhere, the fight broke apart. So some of it is Dillian Whyte's fault and Eddie Hearn's fault. Nonetheless, him and Tyson Fury is a good fight. Should be good trash talk. Both guys have a different style, definitely. What the hell is this? Both guys have a different style. Dillian Whyte claims that when they sparred, he dropped Tyson Fury, which sounds to be true because he keeps saying it, and I haven't really heard Tyson Fury say that he chats bollocks. So we'll see. Listen, boxing's weird. It's a weird space. So the fight, there's a likelihood that could happen. I'm not doubting that it's possible that it could happen, but seeing is believing, because we've seen injuries and pullouts and mishaps, and other fights have been ordered. I remember the WBC also ordered Luis King Kong Ortiz versus Dillian Whyte. To this day, they have never fought. That's a fight I certainly would pay for, certainly one to see. So good fight if they can make it at heavyweight. Dillian Whyte, Tyson Fury. Who would you favor? Is Tyson Fury the man to beat? Can Dillian Whyte trouble him? He hurt Joshua. Tyson Fury is a different animal, different style. Let me know that in the comment section. Subscribe if you like the content, and I'm out. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster.